Let's get more on this now. We have a crisis communication expert, Chidi Omeji. He joins us on the news at 4 to help us understand what could have been involved in the rescue of 137 children. Thank you so much for joining us on the news. First off, I'd like to get your thoughts on what you think about how the Nigerian army, of course, we know it's a joint operation. What do you think about how they've been going about this operation and securing the rescue of 137 as against the number that we heard earlier?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to share the thoughts with you. First of all, I want to express my joy, even if it is not complete joy, my joy that this number of the kids have been released. One is hoping that we will have in few days to come, and all the victims will be home and happy with their families. So, I think that the Nigerian military have done well. They're heading this rescue operation, but we need to really know more about what had happened. Is it actually a rescue operation, or was it the fact that there was some level of negotiation leading to freeing of those ones by the abductors? So now those things are not clear yet. I'm waiting to get more clarity to know exactly if it was the case of military storming the place and then extracting those number of kids from their captors. So whatever it is, the good thing now is that we have about 137 children, safe. We can't. The joy will be qualified more when we hear that all the children are released. But then we must, say kudos to the Nigerian military. They have done well. They've always been out there. I mean, taking the bullets. They are the linchpin in the entire international security challenge operations going on in the country. I'm waiting to the time when the police will regain that that prominence and then take lead, making sure that things like that are done by them. But then again, the important thing we need to work on with it is that we shouldn't allow this to happen in the first place. So we must in place measures that will make it difficult or almost impossible for for any set of terrorists to abduct our children, because once they have these children, they will put you in a very awkward position, and you don't know exactly what to do as a government, because if you storm the place, you have the danger of collateral damage on your hands, and if you waste time, you have the possibility of the villains taking the lives of the victims. So what I think is that we must see what we can do as a country to stop these things. It has come to a stage where we must say enough is enough. Enough is enough. This is becoming embarrassing, in global, in a community of nations, that every now and then we hear this kind of industrial scale, kidnapping. Targeting our students. It's incredible.
Well, particularly how we've heard of the report we've heard from the Defense Headquarters saying that they rescued them from Zamfara State. As a crisis communication expert, what practical strategies would you say we can adopt as regards safety of individuals, safety from individuals now and also from a community level? What strategies do you think we can adopt to ensure that we do not have this kind of stories anymore?
What strategies am I going to say that we have not said? I think what we should be looking at the point now is to how do we re-energize the Safe School initiative that we embarked on after the Chibok abduction? How do we ensure that we fund the schools, fund the state government more, or rather the state government prioritize the security of our schools by probably erecting physical fences, and then, of course, the government making sure that we have more boots on ground to cover some of these places. But by the way, did you see the video of that school where the kids were kidnapped? Did you see the horrible state of that school? That goes to show you that we are not even prioritizing the education of our children. The schools were dilapidated. There was no fence. They were just left on their own devices, and anybody they're like sitting dogs. They can be picked up easily. So let us start by renovating our schools. If you renovate the schools, you put fences across them, we activate, we make what do you call this one they call civil defense. You make them more useful. Maybe probably we weaponize them so that you will deploy them across schools, especially in the northern part of the country. So that is what comes to mind. But the important thing is that as a government, as a country, we must find a way to stop this menace. It's becoming a global shame. Yeah.
All right, crisis communication expert Chidi Omeje, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on TVC News.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.